Just take a look at my hand here. I drove up here in a clean car. Just now, I wiped my hand across the hood of the car. That's all ash. Well, a bank robbery had just happened. Who didn't watch that Air 15 video, see that black bundle on the ground, and assume it was the money? But Stephen Del Rio's sister says not everything is what it seems. That bag was actually a long-sleeve shirt and crumpled cash. You've heard about Instagram. Well, this is a fake Instagram, Finstagram. So this video shows us what the cops saw, and from behind their wheel, they could see he had all kinds of damage. He's driving on 4 flat tires. And then when most of the backup shows up, this guy is already out of the car when he was told to stay in it. He does put his hands up, but not for long. We had to get out of live drive so we could give you a first-hand look in Cave Creek. Look at all of this water that's starting to run off here. So by now you have to know why everybody is staring at their phones. They're blending the real world with virtual creatures like this guy and capturing them with their phones. It's drawing a lot of people to the same spot. And here are just some of the other interactive things that you'll see. How does your hand match up to, I don't know, shacks? Are you kidding me? Is that real life even? The lightning's still putting on a show, the wind's still blowing, but out here in farm country, there's really nowhere for the water to go. So a lot of the fields, when we first got here, were overflowing the berms. You can see where the water just cut into the side of the dirt of the berms, and then what it does is it heads right on into traffic, fills these roads with water, and we're outside Odyssey Preparatory, and it filled their basins up to the top of the brim. And you can see pooling like this in the water is why being on the roads tonight in this area, one of the most dangerous places to be in this storm. They have used pepper spray to try and break up the crowd, and they're going to continue to do that if they have to. They also made some headway with getting all of the protesters to not get on the freeway. Both officers were wearing a bulletproof vest similar to this one, and they actually found a bullet lodged right in the center of the vest. It was the students who had to do the gluing, about 60 of them in yearbook class, all given glue sticks. One student told me they went through 6 just by themselves, all because some people were upset that the slur was ever mentioned in between those pages. You have to look for the lighted spot. So this one tells me to throw it into the sidekick, so you can try to launch it in there, and then go to the LG here and try to make your basket there. Oh, there you go. What's happening back here is we're behind the police barricade. I can smell the pepper that's in the air, that pepper spray. It actually gets in your throat a little bit. I want to show you a couple of things. We're going to look through these police cars right here, and Chief Yonner is standing in the middle there. He has had a conversation with Reverend Jarrett Maupin, discouraging him from going near the freeway. You can see everybody is in tactical gear. Protesters have their hands up. They are shouting, they are chanting, and now something has happened. People are running away again. There's something that was also just thrown back here. Do you see this? Luis, do you see that in the street? I'm not going to walk up. There are rocks. Is that a rock being thrown? Is that a piece of a brick, possibly, that has been thrown over the police line here? I'm here with Chief Yonner. Chief, can you explain to me what is the latest, what's happening right now? Because it looks like everybody's on the move.
Well, they're on the move down 6th Street. We're going to go ahead and form another skirmish line over here, probably on Roosevelt. I got to go.
Can you tell me about the pepper spray before we go?
We're going to continue to use those tools in order to disperse the crowd.
Did someone breach the line or anything?
We use it to disperse the crowd as they were making a charge towards our line.
The protesters are on the move. They are trying to get everybody to disperse, as you heard. You also heard him say that they have used pepper spray to try and break up the crowd, and they're going to continue to do that if they have to. They also made some headway with getting all of the protesters to not get on the freeway, but now there are some who are threatening to do that, so they are trying to get ahead of the crowd. We have a totally different situation that's happened. We've gotten ahead of everything because now this is precautionary. We're at 7th Street and Willetta. We are just north of the exits to get onto the I-10, and then further down on the south side of the overpass, you see even more police set up. There are the flares in the road here that DPS has set up. They are turning cars down Willetta, rerouting them, because the protesters have said that they will start headed towards the freeway, so they have blocked it off right now. From the mom who confronted that guy, to the kids who chased him through this playground, to the men who tackled him so he couldn't get out of this parking lot and held him until police showed up. It's a place where you can hear the neighbor's kid practice their instruments through the wall. Notice if your neighbor got a new outfit. It's not just close quarters, but a tight-knit community.
I think I just did what I'm supposed to do.
So when Griselda Salazar saw a face she didn't know among her kids playing outside, hovering next to a little girl,
I saw the guy like under her clothes. So what I did, I just came and I just grabbed him like this and I slapped him.
Mama bear instinct took over. She says when Gaspar Bernabe tried to walk away, she hit him again and started screaming for help.
I was so mad that I slapped him in front of everybody again.
Kids, adults, anyone in shouting distance bolts after Bernabe. He almost got away.
I heard they want some help, and I saw him.
Until Alberto Tapia cut him off.
When we tackled him.
Pinning Bernabe to the ground, police pull up seconds later. Salazar still shaken. She wasn't just fighting for that 6-year-old girl. She was fighting back for her younger self.
Everything that happened to me came back.
She knows that little girl will have a hard road ahead, but says she'll be there. They all will. Because it takes a village, not just to raise a child.
It's a community and we help each other.
But to protect them, too. Bernabe charged with child molestation. Police also found cocaine on him. They say he admitted to the crime, said he was drunk, and cried about it. But Stephanie, how about those neighbors?